international best on best hockey, sort of. What are we supposed to expect from this tournament? There were fans out there saying this might be like a glorified all-star tournament. But before tonight's game, that was yet to be seen. What was the tone going to be like? Are the players going to be skating around slowly, avoiding physicality, bogged down by the put-ins they had before the game? And how about the Swedes? Those meatballs make the legs weak. I'm happy to say it didn't turn out that way. This was a hell of a way to start off the Four Nations face-off. Let's talk about it.
Taken by Naslund. He sends it in, just missed hitting the chicken.
Four Nations facing off.
Oh man, now I'm excited for the rest of this tournament. This is great. This might be one of the best games that I've watched in like the last couple of years. I'm going to get right into the recap, but first, can you do me a favor? If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and comment. Let me know who your favorite player was this game. There's something we like to do around here, and that's start off with the opening lineups. So let's start with Team Canada. We've got Sam Reinhart, Connor McDavid, Mitch Marner, Sidney Crosby, Nathan MacKinnon, Mark Stone, Brad Marchand, Braden Point, Seth Jarvis, Brandon Hagel, Anthony Cirelli, and Travis Konechny. On defense, our pairings are Devin Taves, Cale Makar, Josh Morrissey, Colton Parayko, Shea Theodore, Drew Doughty. In net, it's Jordan Bennington starting. For Sweden, it was Philip Forsberg, Elias Pettersson, Adrian Kempe, Ricard Raquel, Mika Zibanejad, William Nylander, Jesper Bratt, Joel Eriksson Ek, Lucas Raymond, Victor Arvidsson, Elias Lindholm, Gustav Nyquist. The defensive pairings were Victor Hedman, Jonas Brodin, Matthias Ekholm, Erik Karlsson, Gustav Forsling, Rasmus Dahlin, and finally starting in net for the Swedes was Philip Gustafsson. So that's everything set up. The puck drops, and basically right away, you know that this isn't going to be a soft game. The speed is fast, and the players are playing hard. Doesn't take long before someone makes a mistake, and that's going to be William Nylander. Gets a stick up high on Mac, hits him in the face. The Canadians are going on a power play. And if you thought the penalty came quick, the goal on the power play came even quicker.
Connor McDavid gets it back from Crosby. Back to Crosby. Look at that! What a goal to start it off!
That's Nate Dogg getting hooked up from Crosby. Beautiful pass. McDavid and Crosby go back and forth, and then Crosby, no look pass behind the back to MacKinnon. Beautiful goal. The tone of the game was very physical. And before long, the Canadians strike again.
And here's Point in. Great point.
Remember that one, Marchand. Brad Marchand. It's not going to be often you get cheered in Montreal. Point and Jarvis were on the helpers. Great rush play. Marchand doesn't make a mistake with the shot. It was great. Canada is looking really strong. At about 15 minutes, Sweden gets their first shot on goal. But I hate to say it, this was going to miss the net. The first shot on goal really actually came around 17 minutes, I think. But that's going to do it for the first period. It is 2-0 Canada, and the shots are 7-3. Before the players head off the ice, Marchand has something to say to Karlsson for taking the shot after the siren. He's probably saying, yeah, if that's how you guys are going to get some shots on net, go for it, buddy. But that might come back to bite him in the butt. The puck drops in the second period. And guess what?
Victor Hedman. Here's Brodin shooting, scores!
That's Brodin making it 2-1 with a feed from Hedman. And I think an assist from Raymond as well. Great shot. Puts it right over Binnington's shoulder. I think Binnington had a chance to stop this, but Brodin couldn't really have made a better shot. On the other side of the sheet, we see MacKinnon, Stone, and Crosby hooking up for a play. Crosby chops this into the crease. It's so close to going in. And that line keeps producing throughout the game. They produce opportunities, and they get rewarded. Mark Stone makes it 3-1 for the Canadians. I mean, Crosby, again, masterclass. He powers in, he stops short, finds his target, makes it easy for Stone. Now nearing the end of the second, Binnington makes a great save. He's sprawling out, does a snow angel, but freezes the puck. Before the end of the second period, McDavid gives us a little scare when he tips the puck in front, but he breaks up a seam pass, makes it go wide. Period ends 14-12 in shots now. Canada's still up 3-1, but the Swedes are definitely closing the gap. So the puck drops in the third now. Kempe brings it into the zone. He gets to a place that he likes. He puts a shot on net, and he's rewarded.
Back to Adrian Kempe. Scores! Kempe with a great...
I think that Binnington would like to get this one back, but it is what it is. I thought it was tipped initially, but it doesn't look like it was tipped. And they're not done. Eriksson Ek is now on deck.
Performance by McDavid. Here's Lucas Raymond.
That's 3-3. They tied the game up. After the first period, Canada looking so powerful against the Swedes. You got to hand it to them, and you got to hand it to them on this play as well. Canada loses the draw. The Swedes do an excellent job at keeping the puck moving while the Canadians struggle to get set up. So Canada has to respond, and then this happens.
In front. Did you see that? What a stop!
That's got to be a save of the year candidate for Gusty. Just absolutely robs Taves. Like, Taves has to check his bank account after that. Now we're getting towards the end of the third period, and Morrissey clips Eriksson Ek. The Swedes go on the power play, but Canada does a great job at killing that penalty. The third period ends. It's going to overtime, 3-3. The shots are now 22-20 in favor of the Swedes. This is going to be a competitive tournament. The puck drops in OT. There's definitely some back and forth, but ultimately, Sidney Crosby is going to set up Mitch Marner to win the game.
Doesn't have fresh legs with him. And he'll drop it back. Marner to work. He's in. Marner!
Oh man, I had like goosebumps like 5 times during this game. Incredible matchup. The Swedes look really strong. I don't know if they have to adjust their lines. They might want to adjust their lines a little bit, but really no notes. The only thing I forgot to mention is Shea Theodore went out with what looked like a wrist injury. He might have hyperextended his wrist. But later on, after the game wrapped up, John Cooper said that Shea Theodore is done for the tournament. That's a huge blow for Canada. There is a replacement, Travis Sanheim, but the rules state that you can't call any additional players, even if you sustain a injury. I think if you sustain several injuries, you can call up players. But it just goes to show this is going to be a physical tournament. The other thing that I wanted to mention before we go is the opening ceremonies were beautiful. Teemu Selanne came out, Barkov came out, Mike Richter came out, Daniel Alfredson came out, Austin Matthews came out. He didn't get such a warm welcome.
United States, Austin Matthews.
But lastly, Mario Lemieux came out, and like it was just electric. I don't know. You probably have to be a certain age, but Mario Lemieux was like my hockey hero, and they gave him an incredible ovation. Let me know what you thought of the first game in the Four Nations face-off. If you're new here, I love chatting in the comments. Please leave me a comment. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Like the video, helps me out with search results. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And as always, I'll see you down below in the comments.